championship season long, and the quarterfinals, and it's going to be best of three between the Divine Regime on the blue side versus ABM, two of the best Indian squads in their respective servers, Bengal and Mumbai, going head to head. And Baldudu 13, joined by my co-caster Dev Sara. How are you feeling, and what do you think we're going to be seeing, Sara?
Absolutely excited, Baldo. Nothing to say about this match. Two of India's best squads fighting against each other's friends to enemies. It's the perfect plot for war tonight. And right now, we can see the first band coming in from the side of Team Divine Regime, which is the Luowi.
Yeah, the Luo played by is a pick we've seen Asuna. This is something you have to watch out for, and I think that's a respect ban. But at the same time, ABM does not bring its synergy to full extent. The diversion play that comes up from Nui opens so much more rotations for the team, and that's a good ban coming from them. And meanwhile, ABM responds by planning with Hayabusa. Hayabusa is something we've seen that snowballs insanely fast with that Sky.
Absolutely, Hayabusa is one of the very strongest junglers right now in this meta, and he has been taken out by the side of Team ABM. They do not want any kind of assassin plays coming in from the side of Team Divine Regime. Meanwhile, Divine Regime seems to be disabling Asuna here on the mid lane by banning out the Jukshin as well. The very annoying new mage. She can just pop you out of your turret and onto the mid lane as well as freeze your waves like nothing else. ABM here also answers that with a Jask ban. Pretty standard bans coming in out from both teams as we are waiting to see what the final two bans in the first phase is going to be.
I didn't cure the pain. I harnessed it.
Light me up and watch the world burn!
Your team is picking.
Bit of a technical issue, I believe, to be going on. Here we have seen the Valentina and X Bob bans coming in from both teams, and those are the perfect targeted bans toward both Asuna and Rarin for both teams. And here, the first pick is going to be coming in
Who
from
said
the
there are no
side of
shortcuts
Team
in life?
Divine
I
Regime, and it
literally
is
invented
the
one.
signature chip pick with his teleports right onto the battlefield. Meanwhile, Team ABM here could be looking in to pick up their EXP or Mage, or in fact, Jay could go in for that Roger. We know how deadly he is on that Roger pick, and as we can see, he is hovering over it, and things are moving pretty smoothly for both teams here. Chip on the roam for the side of Team Divine Regime. And
The
Asuna here
game
seems to be actually
starts
hovering over the
now.
Angela, or maybe he's
Maybe
just going
sometimes
to be
threats.
playing
I
mind
hope
games.
you'll
But no, he
understand the
actually
storyline.
locks in on that support, that hard guard, going to be extremely useful for the Roger.
And we've seen Roger bringing so much utility to a team. Like if he needs to burst, he can go with the Windtalker build, Windtalker Endless build. If he needs sustain, he can go for a War Axe Thunderbelt build. And if enemy is extremely tanky, he can go for the Trinity build. So Roger is that one hero that you can flex pick to an insane level. But meanwhile, Godwin has responded by picking in a Ruby, and there's just so much sustain coming out from the team of Divine Regime. Chip and Ruby are two such hardcore sustainers on the front line. And Ruby combined with Chip and a Cecilian that is locked by Strawberry, they have a lot of siege potential. They have a lot of dive potential with Cecilian providing long range artillery, with Chip and Ruby rushing down the flanks.
Yes, absolutely. Sicilian is a very strong mage right now. He has some of the early game poke. I mean, while Godwin here seems to be denying Apex of his signature MSC pick, the Ruby.
A
The
punch for a
deadly hook
punch.
coming
Your
in from
team
Ruby
is
is just
banning.
very annoying. And meanwhile, Mirio also goes in for a common pick which he's seen to be picking in ranked games as well, the Paquito. And here Team ABM seems to be going in for a Terizla ban, banning out those EXPs. Though they did not need to ban out the Terizla since Ruby has been picked, but there is a chance that Ruby might go into the gold lane as well.
Indeed, we have seen a lot of double fighter meta coming out in the Indian server for the past few weeks, and Ruby is one of those fighter golds that is just so versatile that she's able to have that long range poke with her S1 and also being able to sustain from any
I
chip
think
damage she
your
receives
machine
from
wants
the
bed.
opposing marksmen. Meanwhile, Mirio has locked in that Paquito, the champ stance providing a lot of utility either from shielding an instant burst from the jabs or that knockout strike that can CC chain an entire team if it's landed right with a flicker.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team Divine Regime here now seems to be banning out the gold lane picks. They could be going in for a last ban of Claude as well, now that Carry has already been taken out. Meanwhile, here ABM seems to have taken away another pick from the side of Team Divine Regime, Raren Special Alpha in the jungle. And once now that is gone, we could be seeing another marksman ban such as the Claude coming in by right side of Team Divine Regime.
And yes, as Sarah has pointed out, there's a lot of respect bans that have come out to keep Rarin in check. But we could probably be seeing a Bane with this comp, pulled out by Divine Regime, and they've banned out a Lunox, which is a good answer too, because a Lunox, if played right, she can nullify the instant burst that is, that comes by an ability-based comp like Divine Regime is running right now. And her S2's penetration on the Dark Chaos mode is just so high that it is going to be really hard for them to sustain once the anti-heals are online.
Chip and Ruby specifically stand no chance against a Lunox which is played properly. Even the Sicilian is in danger because you know how Lunox can be played like an assassin as well. Camp it out and pick off one by one. Meanwhile, Apex seem to have locked in on that high loss, one of the very tanky frontliners right now with an health pop 12k. Just so difficult to take down without proper DPS. And by the looks of it, Ruby will be in the goal lane as Raren locks in onto that Bane and Neo looking in for that EXP pick, and he went in for the CC. The true damage coming out would be surely lethal for them.
And I think CC is something that would just tie up this entire comp of Divine Regime together perfectly. Because sometimes what we see when Chip dives in and he gives a stun, like some of the people who are caught at the edge just back out. But with CC, she can force them to be stuck, together, so they can't effectively blink out unless they're truly synchronized. Meanwhile, Strawberry and Rarin can just poke them down with their S1s respectively.
Magic is my
And
life.
finally, Radium goes in with that Harith pick. The Zaman Force might be the winning condition for them, chained together with Asuna's Heart Guard, with Jay to finish off. And I think that is what they're running so far. Hylos is going to run in with his glorious pathway, and both teams have a very heavy ability based comp. Like, I don't see, but in terms of sustained fights, both of them can also hold up their own. There's a lot of sustain on both teams. It'll come up to simply how well the junglers will pull up their roles and how well they synchronize and follow up on that macro.
Yep, absolutely. Very 50-50 match to be going on between these two teams. Ruby and Chip with that insane engage potential, and Sicilian just going to deal a lot of damage from the back lane. Meanwhile, Hylos with that glorious pathway and Angela's hard guard onto the Roger also just going to, I don't know, just make the combo very sustainable for both of them. And meanwhile, we are already on to the land of dawn. The fight in this best of three has begun. Standard rotations coming in by both teams as we can see Bane starting from his blue buff and Roger also on his blue buff.
Yep, and we don't see much leash coming out from Divine Regime. Radium has given a slight poke to that blue buff while he moves on towards his lane to match up against Ruby. Hylos is trying to provide vision onto the blue buff, but Raran has already moved on to his red. Uh, Nothing too heavy. Meanwhile, on the EXP side, REZ was trying to find a pick, but Mirio was able to back out, and Mirio is chipped dangerously low by CC's continuous yo-yo. Is it a bait or is it a bait for Jay to give a follow-up? I think that's what it looks like.
Yep. And the chip with that early rotation is just going to slow down Mirio's farm by a lot. Meanwhile, Hylos hovering over in that turtle area, in the reverse of the turtle area, and just providing vision for his goal laner because Bane and Chip seem to be looking for an engage in the goal lane, but Chip seems to have teleported onto the top lane. Sicilian in danger as Roger is chasing him down with like and pounds, but Jay will be caught low and will have to retreat for now.
And I noticed Sarah at the top when Jay was taking his EXP grab, the EXP grab. Strawberry actually managed to secure it and force the retry out on Jay. So I think that was a small win, but it kind of was a little pointless because he was forced. Strawberry was forced to use a flicker to escape right before the turtle spawns. So let's see. Will Divine Regime take the turtle without any contest, or will Jay move back in for a fight?
Yes, and Raren seems to have already started on the turtle and it is down to like 10% of its HP. But Jay manages to secure the turtle with a hard guard on him. Glorious path even used up by the high loss. Raren got out very low and Asuna secures the first blood onto that Raren. And here Apex will also be taken down in that fight. Meteor caught out pretty low. Neo having to use a sprint to run away from that fight.
And Jay nearly caught up with Neo, but he was able to just S2 out before the Lycan pounce could activate. Good macro and micro coming by both teams, with ABM just taking out that edge with the securing of that turtle and those two kills on Raren and REZ. Meanwhile, on bot side, Godwin being poked low by Apex.
Yep, had it has the range advantage for now at least.
Three people on bot side, and both teams are really trying their best for that gold crab. But Strawberry once again secures the gold crab. A good farming. Like Strawberry is having a decent farming start. Like this is as good of a farm you can for not getting meanwhile
A bit of a technical issue right there, but look at that insane damage coming in by Hylos, who actually has the hard guard on him. A 4 for 0 trade coming in favor of Team ABM. No casualties from their side, but Team Divine Regime just got wiped out just like that with just a hard guard and glorious pathway combination. Meanwhile, the Lycan pounds coming in from Jay dealing a huge ton of damage. Raren here seems to be moving towards the turtle, but he's going to back off for his blue buff for now.
and as Sora mentioned, that I was very surprised when Asuna popped the hard god on Hylos. I didn't expect the amount of sustain it could bring so early into the game. It is not even 5 minutes into the match, and Apex was just able to sustain throughout that fight. REZ being poked low, and he's forced to use the portal.
Yes,
He's
and an
forced to use the
insane
portal.
fight coming in this team fight. So far, just the only casualty will be the roam, the apex from the side of Team ABM. Meteor trying to but Raran is there to set it right back. It has reset. Ruby and Haratha going back to their lanes for now, while Nero trying to poke out Neo on that CC, but Chip is there for the backup, and Nero will be retreating for now. And there might be a turtle fight which is coming on in a few seconds as Raran is chunking down the turtle really fast. Apex using his movement speed to stun that jungler, that Bane, but Raven manages to secure the turtle in spite of everything. Jay was caught in the back lines by CC's ultimate along with Apex.
And I feel like, that glue, the binding for Divine Regime would be how well Ruby uses its ult. Ruby and CC, because the two of them can potentially mess up the entire lineup of, ABM, and they don't have as much sustain on their EXP lane apart from the hard guard. So if they're able to bait out the hard guard before a team fight, it'll be a lot of utility for them, as we noticed. Meanwhile, JI has opted to go for Sky Piercer and Thunderbelt, opting to choose both a finisher kind of build while also accumulating sustain for his team. As Mirio, on the other hand, is going for a damage pack.
Yes, a pretty interesting build coming in from Jay here, but as we have seen earlier as well, this build seems to be actually working pretty well in the ranked games as well as tournaments right now. Meanwhile, we can see a skirmish on the bot lane. Chip using his portal to summon his teammates. Apex in danger here, but he has his glorious pathway and hard guard being used on him just to save him, protect his life in that team fight. But three members of Team Divine Regime in the bot lane, a 3v3 fight to see who takes down that turret.
And there's a huge hook, and Godwin picks out Apex. But Jay is right there to take back the kill, and he dives into the turret to secure a kill, and they secure the kill on REZ. Both the frontliners for Divine Regime down.
Yep, absolutely. That was an insane deadly hook coming in from the Ruby that I'm upset just catching the main people from the side of Team ABM, and but Jay was there to answer their engage, and it was absolutely a blessing to our eyes to see.
And the goal lead is slowly accumulating in favor of Team ABM. As they start moving towards the turtle, will Raran be able to take it in time? Is the question. A beautiful set, man.
Yep,
And
to out Retry Jay in that fight. Jay does have the hard guard onto him, and he is moving in to look for Strawberry in the backline. He might actually be engaging onto Raran as well, because Angela is taking the turret damage and Skypius triggers, and 3 kills for Jay, 2 kills for Jay in that team fight, while Mirio managed to survive, and Apex and Radium were the casualties. CC though in the bot lane might actually get the tier 1, and Divine Regime already has managed to take down. But ABM also does have the, and Hardguard again pops up onto the Godwin. Godwin in danger here, but Meteor is the one who secures the skill in the top lane.
And we see the fleeting time built by Angela giving dividends to Team ABM. As each time they secure a kill, Angela is right back making another play onto the lone laner of Divine Regime. And again they dive under the turret and they pick off an easy kill and secure the turret.
Yes,
It's
Chip
a slow
using his
start.
teleport onto Mirio, Bane using his ultimate to take down the EXP laner of Team ABM. Apex managing to survive from there because he's just too tanky to be taken down just like that in an instant. Mirio, though he is on the damage build and was taken down for now. But neutral fights going on, and the bot tier 1 was also taken down by Harith.
And Jay is on a huge gold lead. It is barely 10 minutes in, and Jay is completed 4 of his items, opting to go with a beautiful mix of, that Sky Piercer stacks, which is probably close to being maxed out, the endless battle for the true damage, but also having the Brute and the Thunderbelt for movement speed slows, and CC reduction, all of which would be really helpful against a comp that Divine Regime is running.
Absolutely, Jay, like I said, is pretty good on that Roger. And another engage coming in the bot side. Glorious Potter being used up. Hardguard this time being used up on that Angela. RZ in danger. He will be taken down pretty low. Jay has to retreat because Bane's ult managed to hit him. But Radium takes down Ruby while Miriam managed to secure the backline and kills the Sicilian Raren, being chased off by J and triple kill for J. There comes the classic recall taunts from the side of Team ABM.
Apex, as we've seen, the glorious pathway is giving it so much movement speed for them. Like the second that glorious pathway is down, Divine Regime has no choice but to commit fully because they just cannot back out from the slows. And we also already see the turret shield on the inhibitor popped at the bot side. There's a huge advantage for Team ABM. They're 7k gold ahead and they have a turret advantage. They've also picked up the Lord, which is going to be marching down the bot side.
Issue here, which I feel, Baldo, is the lack of a proper DPS who can take down Hylos. Hylos with that special Angela ultimate can just, and meanwhile and engage in the bot lane by the chip onto that Angela, and she will be taken down as she was the only one trying to clear the lane for the Lord. Glorious pathway being used up by Apex. He's in the middle of four people zoning them while Jay takes down Godwin, who was trying to defend the Lordship, in also in danger and will be taken down by a Jay. Jay is chasing them like a mad lad, like the werewolf Roger is, and manages to secure
It's
the
a
maniac for the side of Team ABM, and this might just be the end of the match.
It's a complete wipeout, and they're at the base, taunting, spirit animations. It's a triple Winter Crown. They rush to end the base. Godwin is marching down, but I think it's too late. And ABM taken a comfortable lead, going up 1-0 in the series.
Absolute domination coming in from the side of Team ABM, as we can see. It felt so one sided. No gold ratings, though, come from the side of Team Divine Regime, but Jay manages to secure the MVP from the side of Team ABM with 27% damage, 86% team fight participation. Those are just insane stats, must say.
Yup, 1207. In fact, we didn't pay much attention to Mirio because of the way he was trying to, manage the waves. But in every team fight, he was the one making sure they were able to deal in enough damage. So, the Roger could truly benefit from that Sky Piercer.
Yes, just a goated new item as we can see. And Roger with Thunderbolt and Endless Battle, just way too good with it. And I believe that will be it for match one, and we will soon be back with the second match in this best of three. So please stay tuned for a few minutes. Gentlemen and all Majdoors who are in the chat, we are back with game number 2 for this best of 3. This time Team ABM is on the blue side and Defined Regime on the red side. I'm joined by my co-caster Baldudu13. Please take the lead.
And we have Jay having to ban the first hero, and from the last game we saw that giving Jay a Roger is a really bad idea. So maybe this time Divine Regime might not repeat that mistake. It would either try to target ban Jay down, but knowing Jay, he has a really large hero pool. And again, we see ABM repeating most of, like, I feel like they might be repeating most of the bans we saw from the previous game. The Zask, Borg, uh, the Alpha, a lot of the heroes that Rarin and his team prefers to use, their signature picks. And I think that is an advantage they have. Like, while the, while Divine Regime is just really good at what they play, uh, like it is, meanwhile, ABM on the other hand just has such a vast hero pool. It's really hard to, counter draft against them through just the bans. They will have to actively draft to, get an edge this
Light
game.
me up and watch the world burn!
Yes, and smart bans coming in from both the teams. Jask from Jask and Isbal from the side of Team ABM and Luoi from Divine Regime. Meanwhile, here we can see that Team Divine Regime is actually banning one of Asuna's mains, which is the Luowi, and they might be looking in for that Roger ban once again, knowing how much of an issue he was in the last match.
I feel they might ban a Zuzhan once more. Oh, or a chip this time. Surprisingly. Oh, yeah, but it's the first pick for Team ABM. So giving chip is always a bad idea. In fact, Divine Regime was able to stay in that fight so long because of chip's sustain and that portal ability that was allowing them to at least maintain some pressure on lanes.
Absolutely. And here we can see the chip has been banned out by the side of Team Divine Regime. Meteor here coming in with the third ban, which is going to be the high loss. They're actually banning what Divine Regime has to ban, actually. So we can see a reversal of bans coming in from the teams.
Exactly. It feels like, the sides have switched, but it's really similar. And yeah, the Zuzhan ban was expected because it's the first pick and also it's Asuna's heroes. And the Rogers left open once more for Jay to instantly pick it the second, the timer starts. He didn't wait a second before he locked that Roger down.
Yes, the Roger was picked up by Jay once again. They're pretty much looking for a clean sweep in this match for now. But Neo here seems to be locking in on that Edith, one of the strongest EXP laners right now, who actually manages to win her lane against both Yuzhong and Terizla.
Exactly. Edith is such a pain to lane versus in the early game because you can't necessarily itemize against her. You go physical defense, her passive is going to hurt you. You go magic defense, that skill abilities when she's not on her ult are still going to hurt you. So until like levels 5, 6, until you get your Dormice up, it is just really annoying to lane against Edith. And meanwhile, they've picked up the Angela by REZ, and I want to see if this Angela will be going mid mage or will she be going support. Meanwhile, Apex has locked in his Cho, and it's going to be a treat for our viewers. And Mirio has taken in that Terizla. A huge amount of CC lock coming in by Terizla. That adds to the versatility of Team ABM.
Absolutely, way too much chain CC coming in from the side of Team ABM. Meanwhile, Corbin seems to have locked in on that carry to melt down the Terizla and the Cho once she completes her Trinity, the Golden Staff DHS Corrosion Skit combination.
And a carry. And I'm kind of surprised because I didn't expect they will be taking an MM pick so early. I thought they'll be waiting a little more to, see whether they want to go to a fighter gold against this comp. But again, like if you have a Sky Piercer, it's just kind of pointless at times. Once the opponent jungler snowballs so high, like almost 20% of your HP is just melted with a single shot. It doesn't matter if you're a squishy or a tank at that point. So kudos to them. And we see a ban of the Harith coming out by Divine Regime, and ABM responds similarly by banning out Raren's hero Alpha. So they're going band for band in a way.
Absolutely. There's respect bans coming in the second phase right now. Alpha banned out from Raven's hero pool, and Xbox is still open though, and so is some of the better mages with Strawberry plays, such as Xavier and Novaria. So we are going to have to see what ABM bans right now.
And I don't know, in terms of bans, I feel they might remove something like, I don't know, I would like to see a Claude ban because it's going to be really hard for the current three heroes to catch something like a Claude. Or maybe they might ban something out, in the mage that Asuna uses.
I didn't cure the pain.
Yeah, we see a
Your
Valentina
team
ban.
is banning.
Yep, pretty smart right there, and so that the Valentina cannot
3,000
take up
worlds.
that hard guard
I know a
or
single
aid its
worthy
ultimate.
foe.
And we can say that Martis has been banned out by ABM. A bit weird, but then again, it's pretty understandable because Radan is also quite decent on that Martis. Meanwhile, here we are going to see the fourth pick from the side of Team Divine Regime. They could be going in for their mage right now. They could pick up the Novaria or the Xavier. Both are open in their hero pool right now.
Command confirmed.
Your team is
Rhino
picking.
online.
Come and join me in my dream world.
Yes, a bit of a technical
Your
issue we
team
can
is
see
picking.
right there, but we can see that Team Divine
少しで
Regime
も
seems
多
to
くの
have
善人
locked
が
in on that
平等を
god
享受できるように
for the Rome instead, and they are planning to send that Angela in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Team ABM has picked up on that Lunox and Julian. Lunox to be going in the gold lane, and Asuna with the Julian on that mid lane. They're looking in for that lockdown onto the Angela and just burst her in one combo, which Julian can do.
See value in me? You should.
And Raren seems to have completed the set of five for the side of Team Divine Regime with his Fredrin. He is known to be quite good on that Fredrin, and now we are going to be heading on onto the loading phase in a few seconds. As we can see, decent drafts from both of the teams, pretty strong picks, a lot of crowd control from either of them. Though ABM does have the early game advantage, considering the Julian and Joe's kicks, which are going to be a menace if they connect properly. Meanwhile, Team Divine Regime does have the Fredrin, who is going to be an issue during the turtle fights because Edith and Grok will be there to provide the knockups onto that Roger so that Fredo can just secure the turtle. Meanwhile, we are already onto the Land of Dawn. The second game of this best of three. Will ABM be able to clean sweep this, or will Team Divine Regime make a comeback and see what can be done in this best of three? Our other caster seems to be having some sort of a network issue, and we will be waiting till he comes back. Meanwhile, we can see Grok helping Angela to clear the mid lane. Fredrin managed to secure his blue, though he had to use the retribution for it, and he went on for his red buff. Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, we can see that Meteor seems to be winning his lane somehow, and he's freezing the waves as much as possible. Lunox also in the gold lane trying to take up that grab since he's close to it than Carry is. In the mid lane, we can not see any kind of skirmishes, just neutral lane clears, Apex providing the vision as required for each of them. Not much of skirmishes here in the Land of Dawn for right now, but Team Divine Regime seems to be moving in towards the gold lane, as we can see. Arizi right there providing the vision to their carry so she can back off before Julian and Cho have a chance to collapse onto them. Jay though in the opposite lane trying to get his level 4 and get a level lead to Fredrin before the turtle, but Fredrin seems to be engaging here in the top lane, but they're just going to back off because Radium does have the backup coming in from Apex. In the mid lane, Asuna and Apex in a pretty good position, but Garen seems to be aware of that and takes a safer path to rotate towards the buff and the turtle. Asuna going in towards the EXP lane for sharing the EXP, but he comes back in the mid to try and take down Arizi, but he is already pretty low. And here we see a lot And here we can see a lot of fights coming in from both teams. No casualties so far. Grok using his wild charge to catch only one of them was stunned, and a perfect kick coming in from Apex. First blood goes to Asuna taking Neo down. Hard guard coming in from Angela, but it was of no use compared to the burst which ABM managed to dealt in that team fight. Meanwhile, in the goal lane, Radium was a bit low and Carry is simply camping in that bush trying to freeze the lanes. But this will be a free turtle for the side of Team ABM. Joe and Julian melting down the mid turret shield, getting as much gold as they can. And here we can see that Lunux in the gold lane does have a 200 gold lead as compared to Carry, who is actually on the common emblem and brave smite, so that's technically a emblem setup for the tank build. But as we were talking about that, we can see that Raren managed to take down Apex. He was too far behind the enemy lineup, and there's a lane freeze coming in from Godwin, so Lunox will be falling behind in farm by a bit. Julian though in the mid lane just camping in the river area and trying to take down whoever he can, just going to have to back off because Arizi is there to check the push. Chunk down pretty low, but he's just going to walk back up because his defense it increases near the walls. And a kick coming in from Apex, but Purify was used up by Strawberry on that Angela. So that's one of the major resources gone for at least 60 seconds now. Meanwhile, we can see Team ABM trying to collapse onto that goal lane, but Goblin was used to pop out his Purify. There's a 4-man gang going to come in. Only Arizi and Hardguard there for the backup. Apex Asuna locked in by War Charge right under the turret. A bit of an over-engage coming in by ABM. Not the best synced engages we have seen from them in the last match, but there was just one misplay, so we can wait and see what they can do right now. And a smart ultimate by the Grok and Hardguard was also used up in that process, and now they might be looking to take down the turret actually because Radium is left alone in right under that turret.
And yeah, that wild charge was exactly what won that team fight for them. And as we were trying to praise the Grok, Raren and REZ, Raren just makes it out appraises Wrath, but he does not. He fails to secure that turtle. Meanwhile, Mirio has landed his penalty zone, and they're trying to chase down Neo, and he gets away with a sliver of HP. Hard guard popped.
That
He's
was
so
a
low.
pretty decent fight as Jay managed to win the retry battle. That was a questionable wild charge coming in from Arizi, not stunning anyone, just a momentary knock up, and he will be taken down because of the damage coming in from Asuna and Jay. Fredrin trying to take down Terizla, but Miro will safely manage to recall.
And I feel like, there was a unnecessary misplay coming up by, Divine Regime. They did not have to do that fight over there near the turtle. They could have just waited out until they got the zone properly. And I think, as we see, they made a mistake of leaving Lunox open in the draft. And I think now it's paying dividends because they're so careful about that Lunox joining that fight. They're just, letting Apex and Asuna just, free roam into the map.
Yep, absolutely. But as we can see right now, Mario is currently trying to handle two people in the EXP lane. Roger there for the backup penalty zone, locking in that carry. Man is forced to use a Purify, but will still be taken down. Lycan plants being used up onto that Grok, and he will be forced to back off as they manage to secure this tier 1. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we can see Joe trying to engage onto that Edith and Angela, but they have their skills ready to try and escape, but they will be forced to back off because kick missed by Apex, I believe, but Julian there for the backup, Lunox dealing an insane amount of damage, and they managed to take down Edith just in the blink of an eye.
That Chaos Assault coming in from Lunox is insanely underrated. We see the damage, but we just fail to appreciate it until it actually starts, melting you down. Like Lunox always looks like a hero that is, not so impressive on a solo queue, but the second she pops into a fight, everyone is, they kind of worry, especially against a comp that Divine Regime is running. Lunox is an absolute counter to three of those heroes.
Penalty zone landing onto that carry right again. Kick connects as well, and carry just taken out of the team fight. Conceal, a precious resource, was also used up by that Grok. We do not know what is going wrong with Divine Regime. They seem to be throwing off their early lead, which they had for a while as they were trying to take down the turrets. But this game, they do not have a single turret taken down so far.
And Apex is trying to search for a kick, but right now he just chooses to back off, popping that turret shield on the inhibitor in the mid lane. They're trying to, siege out all the turrets, and I think Jay is gonna have to clear the bot side, and we'll take a turret and probably Raren's blue buff if he does not go to contest for it. Meanwhile, on top side, will we be seeing a play over here? Mario has dropped his penalty zone. Five people pop in. Lunox has popped in a light form. She's dived in. Apex backs out. Radiant flickers out. Hardguard popped on Godwin as he tried to chase for the kill, but Asuna is there to to zone them away. And also that nature's barrier popped by Grok kind of restricted them from actually moving in for that chase.
Absolutely. That was a bit of an overengage coming in from ABM near the red buff. But luckily, it was only Mirio who went down, and the core members did stay alive, so it's pretty safe for them as they managed to maintain their 7k goal lead, which is pretty impressive because it's just been 9 minutes in this game. Right now, they'll just be freezing the lanes as required and moving towards Lord, which will be up in 10 seconds, the first Lord of this game.
And yeah, if you've seen the builds, Raren, Neo have both got that, tough boots plus radiant armor. They've chosen to build the radiant armor first over all their other items. And I think we see the reason why. Because Radium is just absolutely melting with this damage. He's gone for Holy Crystal for his first item, got an anti heal, and now he's making even more damage. It is just a disgusting amount of damage, and they don't have a real answer to it except CC chaining it. CC chaining the Lunox down. But that's really hard because of her, light form.
Yep, absolutely. Lunox is a very, very strong pick in this game. She can just deal out even the Ruby DD combo and take out Angela and Carrie in the back lane because they are very squishy. Carrie is on the Trinity build, so she pretty much have won't have any kind of sustain, especially against how much magic damage Lunox is dealing for now.
So yeah, while Lunox is the carry, I think we should pay a little attention to Asuna's, Julian over here. Like he's putting in that push, he's bringing that zone, and meanwhile the Lord has charged down in the mid side. I think ABM with their gold lead will be able to force the mid inhibitor out. Nature's barrier pop, but that Lord will still be marching in. Asuna dashes out. Meanwhile, REZ might try to make a play on Apex, but he is just able to walk out with the amount of gold he has on him. Meanwhile, Mirio dives
Exactly.
in with
It was a pretty unnecessary wild charge onto Apex because it's a Cho. He has that second skill immunity and he's just going to move out. Meanwhile, two casualties for the side of Team Divine Regime, which is looking bad for them because Team ABM might be looking in for the end directly. Fredden being taken down, mega kill for Jay right there. And what is this? This
their
is just
zone
the end
out.
of this game, right? Carry was taken down right under the base with Asuna taking in some base damage with penalty zone just to zone them out. But Jay is not looking to end things right now. But it's the
And
minions. They did the job.
as the minions taking in that turret, turret buster MVP for Team ABM, as they were trying to take in kills under the fountain. And I think that shows how much of a domination this game was. And it's been a sweep for Team ABM as they advance to the semifinals. Congratulations to Team ABM and a great effort by Team Divine Regime. That
Yep,
Lunox pick and that
absolutely.
Julian, those two I feel were what changed that draft. Jay is taking home the MVP, but I feel like the real MVP was these two. The amount of utility they brought to the draft.
Yep. All members of AVM actually did very, very well, and congratulations to them for being the first semi-finalist in Battle Knights Championship Season 1. We will soon be back with match number 2 for tonight between Team Eliminators and ES, two of another good squads from the Bengal server. So please stay tuned and do not go anywhere. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure casting.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Battle Night Championship. This is season 1 and day 1 of the quarterfinals. Today, joining me, it is Sasuke. Let's all welcome Sasuke today.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And moving on to the draft space, I'd like to remind like the team which will be playing this game number two, best of three. It's going to be Team Eliminators on the blue side taking on Team ES on the red side.
Oh, that's right. On to the match and the draft lobby being bid who is going to be banning and the first ban coming in will be high loss. What do you have to say about this ban? Is high loss a respect ban or maybe they just don't want to see a high loss in that game?
No, Hylos is an iron tank or pretty good frontliner in my opinion. Works good in EXP along as a roamer. You could even possibly run in the hyper section itself. Probably, I do think like it would be a meta ban though, which they definitely don't want to pick it, even though they have the first pick. So maybe it could be a priority ban, not a priority ban, but a respect ban itself. Meanwhile, from the right side, we are seeing a chip ban.
Oh, Chip with a shortcut is really annoying. He can just teleport his teammates anywhere in just a matter of few seconds. So that would be again a good ban coming in by Team ES.
Well, I don't think like for the first bans, both of the teams, okay, they were trying to focus on the Roma section, but they proved me wrong. We are seeing a Zushin ban coming in from Team Eliminators.
Oh, that's right. Zuxin, along with her lantern flare, has been doing so well and annoying the enemies so badly. So maybe they don't want that in that game. Also, along with Zuxin, we have another mage.
Well, technically, Zask is also as annoying as Zushin, though he has the damage potential. And the zoning area he deals along with the damage is just too much and also cause a nuisance in the team fight, though. So definitely a viable ban in my opinion. But looking at the bans, I do think like Team ES, they are kind of trying to copycat the bans. Like Team Eliminators, they ban down Aroma, so we'll ban down Aroma too. You ban down a mage, we'll ban down a mage too. But this time, Team Eliminators, they will be going down with a Kufra ban. I do think like it would be a possible respect ban.
Mhm. Could be possible. And as you mentioned, if they are copies, maybe we will be seeing a Minotaur or maybe a Lolita band coming in from Team ES. And no, unfortunately, that was not the case. And Roger is getting picked off in the band section.
There are high chances for laying along with the higher Pusa for Team Eliminators to get any one of them in their hands, though, along with a Louis and not a Xavier, but a Julian itself.
Oh, that's true. Looks like Hayabusa, Ling, Julian, even Bane is still open, but looks like Rice is going in with that Ruby pick.
I see a comfort pick over a meta pick. Maybe they have something in their mind, or like they are tend to like will prioritize Ruby over some petty assassins, or maybe they have something to counter it with a Minstar or a Kaja or a Franco. You never know. But in the contrary, we are seeing Camila along with Valentina coming in from Team ES, and there we go. Team Eliminators taking down and locking down that link along with the Terizla.
Oh my God, a Ling match. This is going to be pretty interesting since Ling is always getting banned out along with Hayabusa. Will team ES going in for that Hayabusa pick? Well, we are not sure, but also along with Ling, we are seeing a Terizla. So maybe Ruby is on to the goal lane.
Or maybe, she could probably be the Roma itself. You never know because, she is one of the flex pick which could
Oh, that's
probably
true.
work on going on to the second phase of the draft. I do think at this point, Team Eliminators, they have the opportunity to ban down the Hayabusa.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I think they are just waiting out for them to pick the Hayabusa and maybe counter them, since they still have the MM and the tank to pick from the blue side. That would be Team Eliminator.
Exactly, and we are seeing an Xbox ban. Quite, Xbox ban is quite good though, because he is one of the hyper option along. It can also go in the XP lane too, but he is one of the heroes who can melt down the frontliners very easily along if you just stack him up with immortality along with the Ice Queen wand. The damage he'll deal along with the slowness is just too much. And then, anyone like even the Ruby along with the Terizla, they will be having a hard time dealing with it.
This time, the choice is mine.
That's true. Even Ruby with the spell vamp and all the items that she will be having, it will be a little hard for them to counter. So maybe yes, that is the reason why they have banned out Export. Also, along with Export, we are seeing a ban coming in from that would be Team ES
Alpha is
and banning
online.
in Xavier.
Final ban coming in from Team Eliminators, it will be Alpha. For the last two bans, I do probably think like they are potentially marking down the hyper, because both of the heroes they could probably go into the hyper itself, but coming in from Team ES and he will be the hyper for Team ES.
Saito Kazuma going in with that Julian pick. I'm pretty excited to see a Julian Hyper. And looks like on the other side, we are seeing this one who is
Let's go to the
showing a Saber
annotation.
and a Lilia being logged by Bid.
Oh, Lilia along with the Angela. Okay, so that clears us that Ruby is going on the gold lane. Crisis on that Ruby.
Oh my God! Look at that, Ling and Angela together. Those are couple. I'm sorry, this is not official by Mobile Legends Bang Bang, but in game they are a couple. They always go together wherever I see, even in the classic match, even in ranked match, and even in the tournaments that I'm casting right now.
Oh, those are some good information you have. But for the final pick for the team ES, it's going to be the Mighty Dragon on the EXP lane in the hands of Sui Sui.
Oh my God, a Yuzhong pick. It will be Yuzhong versus Terizla in the EXP lane, and that is right. We are seeing a Ruby on the gold lane for now, since Angela has been picked off as the roamer for the lane Terizla. I think Angela would be very versatile when ulting. She could ult the Link or maybe Terizla and even Ruby. Ruby would be beneficial for that heal if she's getting ganked at the top or the bottom lane.
Exactly. And moving on to the draft phase, I do think like Team Eliminators they have a slightly upper hand in terms of CC, because they have those two frontliners, that is Ruby along with the Terizla, and they have the Lilia along with his black shoes. Like she could dish out the enemy frontliners, or Carmilla, this carry and Link for the execution.
Oh, that is true. Even I agree with you. Also, on the other hand, the team ES will be a little short on the early game since they have Valentina who scaled mid to the late game. So she will be coming online a little later. While on the other hand, we are seeing a Lilia. Lilia would be popping off from level 2 or level 1. She would be unstoppable with the balls and the black shoes that she will be having at level 4.
Exactly, and look at that. Angela was there on the red buff helping out Ling. Meanwhile, we are seeing an early rotation. Camilla has rotated towards gold lane just to help out. Hold, okay, just to help out carry.
Uh-huh, that is right. We are seeing Carrie versus Ruby. That would be a little very a little unfair to Carrie, but if they are able to manage ganking carry, it will be beneficial for the team eliminators.
Meanwhile, we can see things are a bit spicy. Link going down, dashing there, using his ultimate and getting the first blood over to the dragon. Meanwhile, we are seeing that Julian might have some trouble, but there is the Valentina for the save, and Tesla will be backing off as for now.
Oh, Terizala with that full HP. Look at him. He is full back again, and they are chomping down that gold sheet in the EXP lane. Also, look at that Angela trying to stop that Carmilla going in that bot lane.
Exactly. Now, no, the turtle has been spawned, and like we are seeing like team eliminators, they don't have the zone area, but again, they have the link. He could just use his second skills and Tempest of Blade just to secure it, but again, there is the Tesla starting down the turtle. Oh my god.
Oh, he's already starting up the turtle for the Link. Link, who has just taken his blue buff, is joining the fight. And looks like Valentina has taken the penalty zone. There is a Tempest of Blade being formed off and a hard guard coming in from Angela. Look at that team fight, so beautiful.
Julian might be in some trouble and he'll be going down as Link secures a kill over to the Julian. Meanwhile, the last man standing, Carmilla, is in trouble as she'll be going down. The damage coming in from Lilia is just too much to handle at this point. Meanwhile, Link in the enemy jungle taking his blue, and Julian won't be able to get his blue this time. A free turtle for team eliminators, I guess.
Looks like I'm having a slight trouble connecting back to the game. I will be joining you soon, Sasuke, in few minutes.
That is absolutely fine. Meanwhile, Ling has already secured a turtle. And talking about the early gank, okay, Ling is going down. Tempest of Blade being used along with the Angela's ult, and he is going on the killing spree. Valentina going down. He might get one more, but Ruby is there. He'll be taking down the Carmilla there. Good team fight participation coming in from
Looks
Team
like there is
Eliminators.
another. Looks like the Team Blue is on the top lane trying to take down if more members are available. Look at that, Julian going in but disengaging.
Exactly. It the score it is barely 4 minutes and 7 seconds, but the goal lead Team Eliminators have is around a 4K goal lead. Talking about the itemization, Ling has prioritized a Berserker Fury over as his first item. That is quite a questionable form, in my opinion, though, because we don't usually see the first item Berserker Fury over to that Ling. Meanwhile, things are a bit spicy again in the EXP lane as Terisla will be there. Okay, there goes the Carmilla vision. Tempest of Blade being used again over to the Carmilla. She will be in some trouble as Lilia will be there to take down that kill again. Meanwhile, Julian is there melting down. Look at the crisis. Valentina using his copy ultimate, penalty zone being used, but Terisla is there using his flicker and securing that kill over to that Valentina. That dragon
Oh,
form
looks
again
like
being
Dragon
used in a
form
defensive way.
has. Looks like black shoes have been popped off by Lilia, and the Link trying to take down that uh, Yuzhong, but will he be successful? The Tempest of Blades coming in, and it is a shutdown going to the Julian, and Link will be taken down in that process.
Again, killing spree coming in from Lilia. She'll be taking down a kill over to Carmilla. But again, a killing spree from Angela as she managed to take a kill over to the carry. Carry going down. Julian in some trouble. Will Angela beat there? And he too managed to take a kill. Ruby again giving the frontliner, giving the CC towards the Valentina. And Valentina will be going down again. Black Dragon is here in the mid lane. He might go for an engage. I don't think so. They should be doing it. It's okay to leave a one turtle penalty zone coming in, connecting down two members, and Dragon will be going down as Terisla is that to kill him up.
Look at Angela. Angela and her hard guard have been so point and always because she has the fleeting time already right now under 6 minutes of the game. Look at that Tempest of Blade coming in from the link, connecting it to that Carmilla, and it is a double kill going in for that link. But unfortunately, Valentina has other plans and has taken down that link again.
Combination coming in from the dragon, and he'll be marking down that Angela, but he is going to get a kill over to that Angela. He might be in some trouble. The damage from Ruby is just too much. He'll be backing off in a sincere disengage.
Looks like Ruby is out of the mana and has to disengage there. Also, look at Ruby's items right now. She has made War Axe and Hunter Strike already. She is two items ahead. And on the other hand, we are seeing Carrie, who is also. Oh, looks like there is a penalty zone being used, but it does not connect to anyone.
I see a miscalculated ultimate coming in from Suzumi this time. But again, Ling is there and he'll be going to secure a second free uncontested turtle for his team. Meanwhile, look at that Terizala. He is trying his best, zoning all the five members to inside the mid tier 2 tower.
Oh, that's right. Also, the team eliminators have been doing so well. They have made sure to taking down the top turret, even the mid turret, and also the bot turret. So they are still left with the second turret to defend. Looks like there is something going on in the top lane, but it is just an poking.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we are seeing a two-man gang coming in forwards to the Tesla penalty zone being used. But Ling is there for the help. He'll be securing a kill over to the Julian Black Dragon being used in a defensive way. Tempest of Blades coming in handy and he'll be getting a kill as Lilia will be there to secure a kill. Valentina using a penalty zone again in a defensive way and he'll be disengaging towards the base.
Oh, that was such a good penalty zone trying to catch Ling, but Ling was fast enough to dodge that. Look at that. They are chomping down the turret right now. Looks like Julian would be forced to back off a little. The penalty zone coming in again and a hard guard on that Terizilla.
Exactly, and that goes the Black Dragon farm using his combination and securing, but no! Lee will be going down in the process, killing spree coming in from Tesla, along with the Lilia securing a kill over to the Carmilla. Link secures a kill over to the Julian using his Tempest of Blade, double kill coming in from Tesla. Valentina goes down, it's a total wiped out, a 0 for 5 trade.
This has become the one-sided match, and also this is another match where the Lord has been not taken. Will they be ending the base? And looks like that is the case. The Black Dragon form being popped off, but unfortunately, it is the base going down. This is
Victory!
Exactly, and that is the first game. Team Eliminators will be taking down a victory from in the best of three series, one match more, and they'll be moving on to the semifinals until and unless Team ES have some other plans. And to make sure, they did had too many mistakes it seems in the past matches, like they were just focusing on fighting one after another, even in spite they lost a previous fight though.
Oh, that's right. It looks like that is the case, and that this is the reason why they would be losing this match. Since this is best of three, there are more matches to come in. Let's all have a short break, and we will be resuming shortly. Oh, he- hello and welcome back to Battle Knights Championship. This is season one and match two between Team Eliminators and Team E. This is best of three. This is the second match, and joining me today it is again Sasuke.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction again. And this time Team ES will be on the blue side, Team E taking down Team Eliminators on the red side. For the first game, Team Eliminators won, and the score is 1-0. Team Eliminators, they need one more victory to secure their seat in the semifinals. Meanwhile, talking about the draft, we are seeing a Ruby ban. Oh my god. No, that is a respect ban coming in from Team ES as the no the front line, the engages and the CC coming in from Ruby alone on that cold lane was just too much to handle them.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life?
Oh,
I
that is
literally
true.
invented
Ruby
one.
on the gold lane is a very dangerous strat coming in, and this is a very new strat in this meta we are seeing. Also, along with Ruby, it is Chip who got banned right now.
Uh, no, Chip, it is it is a quite a meta ban we could say though because the hero he has the potential to gank a 1v5 situation even in the early phases of the game just because of his ultimate, that is the portal. He could bring out his allies to gank up in one of the other lanes, and he that would bring a huge advantage though. Meanwhile, talking about the another band coming in from ES, it's going to be the Terizla again, a respect ban from the game number one.
It looks like they don't want a Tesla being annoying with that penalty zone, so they have banned it out. Or could be possibly we be seeing a bans that the team eliminators have taken in the last game. Since Ruby was taken and even Tesla was picked, both have got banned right now.
Exactly, a Zas ban coming in from Team Eliminators. That is the Team Red. A pretty good ban, in my opinion, because Team ESD have the first pick and they don't want Zas to be open and being secured by Team ES.
Oh, that is right. Zask is also another annoying maze. And also, we be seeing a tank ban coming in from Team ES, or will it be another mage ban coming in from Team ES right here on the blue side?
They could probably ban a link if they don't want to pick it because they have the option. Like a Roger is open right now, even a Zushin is open, and there we go. They will be banning out that Angela Kane, one priority ban coming in from Team ES.
Oh, looks like three of the heroes that was picked in the last match were banned out. And on the other hand, we are seeing High Loss ban. High Loss ban is a pretty good ban given his ultimate can slow down people, and the second skill that he has also gives out the damage.
By thy wish.
Exactly, and Nicole Robin locking down that Zushin instantly. I do prefer like she was the one which was open, but in the contrary, Team Eliminators they will be securing two of the other meta heroes, and that will be Ling along with that Roger on the gold lane.
Oh yes, Roger on the gold lane is back. We will be seeing Crisis playing that Roger. Also on the other side, on the blue side, we will be seeing Sui taking probably a hero that would be suitable for him. And also in my Delulu, there is a pick. Oh, looks like Eden gets picked off by Sui.
Seeking to devour your souls.
Exactly, and there is the EXP Edith, or maybe Rom. We never know until we have seen it. But for the gold lane, it's going to be the Moscow who will be facing down the Roger in the gold lane. Team Eliminators now
Oh, that.
are quite hovering towards the Xborg. I guess they would be locking down as in the last game, but again, it will be the Yushan who will be going to the EXP lane, this time in the hands of Team Eliminators.
Oh, looks like Yuzhong on the EXP will be facing Edith if Edith decides to go to that EXP lane. We will be knowing shortly if Edith would be going on the EXP lane or on the roam, since she is also another versatile hero.
Exactly. And talking about the bans team eliminators, they could probably focused on banning out, a tanky fighter hypers like an Alpha or a Bane or even a Dinoth would be a good ban
Uh,
in my opinion, though.
Even a Derot would be a good ban, but looks like team eliminators have already picked out their hyper and the EXP. So Dyrot in this team comp would be a little overkill.
Well, I was talking about the banning phase. Like they could neglect the Dinoth ban in terms of hyper for Team ES, though.
Oh, my bad. Looks like it would be a good ban though, but looks like it would be Alpha and Carmilla getting picked off into the ban section right now.
Exactly, and Camilla ban would be coming in handy. Like they don't want that heroes to go in the enemy hand because after the banning phase they have the first pick. So even if they kept it open, there are high chances like team eliminators would be grabbing it as soon as they have the pick.
Oh, true. Also, imagine if Team Eliminators got that Carmilla and the Curse of Blood being used upon all the five members of ES and Yuzhong just going in with that knockup. Oh, we will be seeing all five of them are in the air.
Oh, those are some good speculations coming in from you. But for the fast last ban coming in from Team Eliminators, it will be a Julian ban. Oh no, a potential ban coming in from them.
Uh, maybe I would be guessing a mage ban or maybe a tank ban or even a Minotaur would be going well in the team of Minotaur would help a lot for the Ling and the Roger to go in and dive out. And also if Minotaur goes in with that flask of Oasis, the shield and the heal that the ally gets is beneficial.
Oh, you are absolutely correct. But for the final phase of the draft, it's going to be Matilda ban coming in from Team ES. But in the contrary, Tigreal will be locked in my opinion because wait a second. Tigreal in the hands of Team Eliminators, it would be one of the good picks for them. But
Oh,
okay.
looks like it is a indecision coming in from just one who is choosing between a Tigreal and a Minotaur.
Hmm. But it's going to be the Tigreal coming in from Team Eliminators as Jack rumor.
Oh, we will be seeing a lot of implosion plays coming in from the Tigreal.
Exactly. And it was the quick, like, you want Tigreal? It's okay. We'll be going down the Kufra along with a fanny pick coming in from Saito Kazuma. That is,
Oh,
you usually don't see Fanny that often, but I'm quite interested in how the Fanny plays is going to be. And for the final phase or the final pick for Team Eliminators, it's going to be a match between Aurora or a Eudora would be a good pick, in my opinion.
that is true. Even I am rooting for a Eudora right now because Eudora can counter Fanny so hard and even take down Moscow. But it all comes down to the player's comfort. So looks like it will be a Changi getting picked. Or looks like it is an Aurora.
Pretty confusing, and it is going to be a Vexana third pick. Neither of them is going to be picked at this point. It's okay, it's okay. No, people do get confused that often, but selecting a third pick which was not even in the list.
Looks like third time's a charm. So Vexana would do the trick here. Vexana will be using Flicker trying to escape the wrath of Fanny. Will Fanny be able to take down Vexana? We will be seeing shortly into this match.
Well, for Fanny, it all depends on the blue buff. If they try to invade, or if Fanny didn't get enough farm, or if she is unable to get the blue buff in the early phases of the game, it might be some trouble for that Fanny. And based on the draft, I do want to vouch for Team ES just because of that Fanny pick, along with the late game insurance that is the Moscow, along with they have the Sushin, an overall team fight crowd control hero.
Oh, that is right. Also, Zuxian will be very annoying in this game. We will be seeing a lot of airborne coming in from that lantern flare. That would be the skill 2 of Zuxian.
Exactly, and for the both of the teams, a pretty standard rotation coming in. Both of the laners along with the roamers are helping out the junglers to clear it fast. But meanwhile, we can see like, okay, I do think like after taking red buff, Fanny would be having some plans to gank on to that Link blue buff.
Oh, that would be. Oh, looks like a Tigreal was but taken off and thrown ahead, but he has enough HP to survive.
Exactly, and even at this point, the early damage or the early CC coming in from Zushin is on point. It's there, it's noticeable. Just one still hiding there. Might be looking for an opportunity.
Oh, that's true, that's true. And also the Lethal Wanderer is taken down by Ling.
Exactly. Meanwhile, things are about to get spicy as Edith is there using her skills over to that Yushang, trying to make sure he gets back off. That is Zushin. Both of the mages are there. Meanwhile, Dragon will be forcing down. Okay, there comes a beautiful CC coming in, but there goes the Petra combination Tempest of Blade being used, and the first blood will be going in the hands of Ling as he managed to survive. Managed to get the kill.
That late Petrify Yuzhong combo coming in was very beneficial to get Ling that the kill. But also look at that Fanny coming in with that Ling and Sarah won't get taken down. This is a very crucial time since the first turtle has been spawned and with taking a kill onto that Zuxian.
Exactly, a misposition coming in from that mage, and he'll be punished within an instant by that Vexana. Meanwhile, Kufra might be in some trouble. Okay, he is on to that Vexana, trying to choke him down, but the Tigreal will be there in handy to help him out.
That's right. Looks like we are seeing Vexana who is level 4 already. Also in the bot lane, look at that. Yuzhong with his passive is pretty strong against Edith. Edith is trying to take down that lane and also trying every member possible there. And look at that Link taking Fanny's blue and Fanny taking Link's blue. Look at that. This is not even 5 minutes into the game.
Exactly, and there we go. Kufra going down as Vexana managed to take down a kill. Meanwhile, we can see Ling was just thrown out of the walls. Okay, he'll be backing off in a safe way. Turtles going in the hand of Team Eliminators this time, but Fanny rotating toward the counter lane, trying to gank down Roger, and she'll be using Moscow to miss his ultimate, and Roger will be there safe and sound as he managed to recall to his base in minor 1% of his HP.
Oh my God, did you just look at Roger's HP? That was just very, very close. But looks like, Fanny was unfortunate enough to not take that kill. Oh, and there is a try and rage coming in from that Kufra and a lantern flare from Zuxian and Saito Kazuma getting a kill on that user and an implosion play with a 4-man ult. Oh my God, look at that. Roger trying to get the damage, but he has not gotten his items trying to do, but everyone survives there.
Exactly, and talk about the score. It is pretty equal in my opinion. 3-4, a goal lead of minor 1k. That is not that much. Team ES they could profitably come up with in one team fight. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we might see, okay, he sensed the danger. That is Moscow. He'll be backing off right now. Tiger will be taking down Kufra out of there, but Zushin is there to give him the backup. Oh, look at that.
Also, on the other hand, look at that Fanny farming Link's blue and Link farming Fanny's blue. What is this? That's not even the late game, and they have already started farming each other's blue buff.
Exactly, and look at that. The cables coming in, connecting for the fan is securing a kill over to the Texana. Meanwhile, Tigreal is there. He might give some concealed play, three man's implosion along with the dragons. The Black Dragon farm. Roger will be taking down the Moscow. He'll be going down as Yuzhong will be securing a kill over to that Kufra. Tempest of Blade being used in an offensive way, but no, Moscow is not Moscow, but Edith is there, and he'll be going down. Again, as Dragon managed to secure a kill again.
Oh my God, that was just taken down one by one. Also, the Spear of Destruction connecting from Moscow, it takes down Ling, and Fanny it gets shut down by Yuzhong.
Exactly, beautiful play coming in from that Black Dragon. That is Yushang. Double kill securing in the top lane. Kufra is there to protect the little tower, but that won't be enough as Dragon will be there to chunk down and take down the top tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, he'll be in some trouble. Implosion coming in from Tigreal. He is forced to use Flicker. A huge resources coming out from Kufra.
Oh, looks like on the other hand, we are seeing the mid lane taken down from Team ES. And also look at that, Kazuma is again at the blue buff, but unfortunately Sarah Moon gets that kill on that Fanny, the Eternal Guard being popped off on that Fanny. That was such a good Eternal Guard along with that horror petrify that Zaxana just gave and the Tempest of Blade on to that Moscow. Look at that.
Meanwhile, Yusufin will be there to secure a kill over to the Vexana, but in the contrary, look at that Edith. Oh, she is low, but she'll be forced to use his ultimate. But in the contrary, she'll be taking down as Kufra managed to take down the kill over to the Black Dragon. Fanny is back in the fight, but she'll be going down as she didn't have the blue buff, and it was caught on the implosion coming in from the Tigreal.
Oh my God, that implosion was on spot on by Tigreal that managed to get Fanny. And also look at that, there's another Tempest of Blade coming in from Ling and the Roger getting a kill on that Ed. It looks like Roger is going ham on that tank, but Trian's range coming in and in my Delulu is back to the base on to that countdown.
Exactly. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it's going to be a Dragon versus the Moscow, but he might fall down as he overextended, and Fanny was there to help him out as Moscow managed to secure a kill over to that Dragon.
It is team eliminators with two turtles already, and since this is 8 minutes into the game, we will be seeing the Lord spawning in just a few in the 100 seconds or so. So the first Lord, there's gonna be another fight coming in, and also look at that. We are seeing a Tigreal already giving them the vision that the Link needs.
Exactly. And talking about the atomization, Ling is going for that critical build. He has already made the Berserker Fury along with the Great Dragon Spear, but
Oh,
again, is there Tempest of Blade being used, and he'll be taking down that kill over to that Moscow. He's going for more, but I don't think so. As Kufra is there, backing it off, Fanny using his cable, and that is a shutdown. Fanny secures to shut down the lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Edith securing a kill over to that Black Dragon using his combinations and this ultimate. The damage coming in from Edith is now on point.
oh, looks like Edith has completed her Thunder Belt, which is giving that infinite potential of damage that she has. Also, the Fanny, I have to commend that Fanny. That was such a fast hand coming in Also, that Roger going and trying to take down that Fanny, but Fanny is fast enough to go back to the base to heal. Look at that.
Exactly. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there might be some spicy things, Black Dragon farm being used, but he'll be going back as there is, not enough members to contest. Meanwhile, okay, Tigrel in some hard situation here, but he'll be backing off as for now. Look at the position coming in from Roger. He is like that. Waiting for Fanny, okay, and he will be getting a kill as he'll be securing a kill over to that Fanny. Tempest of Blade being used by the Lynx, and he'll be securing a kill over to that Moscow again. But in the contrary, Kufra managed to take down the Tigreal as he was there. Petrify being used by the Black Dragon. Ultimate being used by the Idiot, but he'll be going down as Dragon managed to secure a Kane, and Roger is there to take off the Kufra. The 4-for-1 trade.
Look at that. Roger is going ham. He is just popping off. He's just going in, trying to get that kill, but his team following. Also, a spear of destruction coming in from Yuzhong. Sorry, I mean, Moscow, and also Yuzhong popping that Black Dragon form, trying to secure that Lord, and the Lord gets killed by Serar Moon.
Exactly, big resources being used by the Yushang. He won't have Black Dragon farm for a couple of seconds though.
That is right. We are, and it looks like Lord will be spawning from the mid lane, and Yuzhong without his Black Dragon form. Also, this is going to be a Fanny going in trying to get a kill of Yuzhong, but it is unsuccessful.
Exactly, as Lord marches down towards the mid lane, and there is Tiger looking for an engage. Kufra jumping down towards the dragon, and he'll be in some trouble as Implosion connects three members. Link is going down, Unstoppable coming in from Roger. He'll be securing a kill over to that Moscow again, but in the process, Fanny managed to take down the mage, the Vexana, but look at the pace. The Lord is there. He'll be going down.
Oh, looks like it is the end for Team ES. The base is down. Looks the Roger getting a kill on that uh, Kufra at the last.
Exactly, I should say that Fanny did all his best to try and come back. His cables were just too perfect, but it went wrong when they did give him the Roger. That is, they I don't think like they technically gave away the Roger to Team Eliminators, or they could have won a potential marksman versus marksman gold lane. I mean, Moscow wasn't that good in my opinion. 262 though.
Oh, that is true. Maybe a Clint would have done the job, but looks like a Moscow needed a little more farm and a little more items to come online. But that wasn't the case, and it is a victory for Team Eliminators. They will be going in for the semi-finals.
Exactly, a clean sweep coming in from Team Eliminators, and they will be proceeding towards the further stage of this tournament. This is Battle Knight Championship Season 1 Moba 5v5 Legends quarterfinals. I'm Sasuke along with Peachy, and we'll be signing off for the day.
Thank you guys for joining in. There will be more matches coming up, so stay tuned.